Hi, this is Kevin Pastor, and I am a person who is getting supported independent living support through the Bethesda Christian Association, and I'm here with Regional Director Grace Stride.
I'm the resource manager.
Yes. Well,
let's not put titles on my head.
Oh, yeah, she didn't like that too much. Too much pressure. What is SIL?
So SIL is Supported Independent Living. And so we help people with diverse abilities achieve goals that they have that are big goals, but also smaller goals for their daily life. We help people to live as independently as possible. So we support people who are living independently or have a long-term goal of becoming living independently.
Can you give me like an example?
Sure. Some people live on their own in an apartment or a basement suite, and they're living independently, and we come and help out. Other people are still living at home or maybe living in a home share environment, and they would like to eventually live independently without having the extra support of living with someone.
How have you seen people thrive in this program?
We've seen people get married. We have seen people move out on their own into their own place that they've wanted to do for a long time. We've seen people get employment where they kind of didn't think they would ever have a job. We saw people get employment. We've seen people get driver's licenses. We have seen people become really strong, active members of their churches and become big advocates for other people. We have seen people traveling the world, taking cruises, going off on trips with their friends. We see people saving money, which is amazing in this world and on budgets that people are living with. But we see people managing money really well. We see people creating really healthy meal plans and homes for themselves. I see a lot of successes, actually. It's one of the nice things about doing SIL.
Are there people, or have there been people that you've supported in SIL that have no longer needed support?
Our goal in SIL ultimately is to work ourselves out of a job. What we'd like is, we would love for people to not really need us anymore, but the truth is, all of us in the world need help sometimes, at some points in our lives. Yeah. So they need maybe less hours or less often, and it's not the need for SIL that is the issue. It's the human need for support. Sometimes we all of us need to have a support network.
How do you think Bethesda staff that work in other departments learn from the SIL staff?
Oh, okay. I think SIL, we do a lot of thinking outside the box. And our world is going to be happy to tell you no. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. And in SIL, our job, our role is to help you hear, yeah, you can do that. Let's try to make that happen. I think what other people from other programs can learn is, or benefit from, is just our openness to trying anything. And so if there's something that people want to do, if an individual wants to try out or has a goal in achieving, even if it seems like a really big goal, like flying a plane, There's small steps that are going to come. The world will be happy to say, "Oh no, you could never fly. You could never fly a plane." But hey, maybe you can be involved in it another way. My job, our role, is to find ways to make that goal be as close to achievable as possible, and having sort of a let's check it out kind of attitude. And sometimes it's a little bit scary. I think sometimes the fear comes from, what if you actually achieve that goal? What are we going to do if you actually achieve that goal?
Yeah, you get yourself on the front page of the Bethesda newsletter, or the inside cover. I ought to know, because I had that twice.
Oh, good for you.
Once was singing the national anthem in Langley at Langley Hornets game.
Awesome.
And I was a nervous wreck.
I bet.
Thankfully, they asked me at the beginning, do you want to stand on that carpet? And I looked at the ice and I'm like, yeah. Otherwise, I'd land either flat on my face or on my seat of my pants. So I stood on a carpet.
Either way, we don't want that to happen.
Exactly. Because both would hurt, one more than the other. So I can vouch for it. They've helped with achieving that goal, and I've done it 4 or 5 times. So I can vouch for it.
Gotta think outside the box.
Think outside the box already. Is there anything else you would like to share?
Let me say this. SIL it's fun. It can be hard work, just the same as in any job. There's hard work, and there's things that we don't enjoy so much, like paperwork.
Right.
Sometimes we're cleaning toilets and picking up garbage and doing all the really fun jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we get to have a lot of fun. We get to really spend time with people out in the world and in the community, and we get to kind of encourage them and help people get out of their comfort zone sometimes and try new things and go to new places and talk to new people. You get to see people grow. For me personally, the biggest compliment that I would get as a staff member in SIL is to hear, I trust you, and I feel comfortable with you, and I feel safe with you. And ultimately, to get to hear that from 20 different people, that's a big gift for me, to be able to be a part of the small stuff, like the grocery shopping, but also the big stuff, like the singing the national anthem at a big game. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Or being at a couple's wedding, when you have a goal to get married and you get to achieve that goal, being a part of that, yeah. We love that.
Yeah.
So those are some of the little things.
I know that two of the people that one of them doesn't work at the office at Bethesda anymore, but the other one still does. Mm-hmm. And they were at our wedding, sitting in the back row, I think. I couldn't tell. They were passing around the Kleenex.
Yes.
Because it was a pretty big deal. I know that Meredith was pretty nervous, but it was an exciting day that day, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, when you see those kinds of things from people with diverse abilities get hitched, it's a pretty cool thing. You could not wipe the smile off my face, even if you tried to. I would probably hit them. So, thanks. I think this worked.
Thank you, Kevin. Thanks for our first podcast. Our first podcast.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the interview.
Thanks a lot.